Roll.
All right. Today okay. We're starting the very first meeting of CRA this semester. The president could not be here, so I as vice president, I'll take over meeting responsibilities. What we're going to be doing today is a small election for one position. Okay. Secretary, I think she's taking notes. Either way. Basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be electing for a position that was already filled last semester, but he decided he would not be able to carry out his responsibilities, and that election position will be treasurer, okay? So anybody who's interested and is an active member of the CRA, well, I mean, technically you can be active at some point in the semester. We just ask that you do be active, that we will be able to fill that role, okay? The position is treasurer. We'll go ahead and write it up here right now. And we will have candidates right here, and we'll go ahead and start with the voting process. And after we vote for treasurer, we will vote for SGA representatives. That's the Student Government Association representative. And first, let me tell you a little bit about the treasurer position so y'all know what you'd be doing. The treasurer position is basically the role where you basically take all the funds that we collect whenever we're doing our fundraisings, put them in the lockbox and everything, and keep a record of all those students who have paid on some form of document. I think, who was it last semester? I think Steve actually kept it in his notepad or something. Is that right? I think he did, yeah. It doesn't matter where it is as long as we have a good record of it and that we keep a good copy of it. So we can know who paid and who hasn't, okay, because it is important. So it is a very important position. It is very much needed in the group, so we want to do that first and foremost and have that right at the start here, okay? So with that said, if there's any other questions about treasurer position, anybody? No? Okay, so who would like to nominate themselves for treasurer position or would like to? Okay, Chris? All right, Chris Kilcrest. Anybody else? Anybody? No? Okay. Since you're the only one here, we will go ahead and nominate you for the official treasurer position. All right, thank you very much for joining. We will get with Ms. Arnold after the meeting, and we'll talk to her about what your duties and more of your responsibilities will be, okay? Okay. If there is any more. I don't think there will be, but okay. Next, we are going to do SGA representatives. Our ideal at the point right now, our ideal I will focus on is I want to have 4. As I've previously stated in our preliminary meeting we had last week, which didn't really count, but I'll explain right now. We're interested in getting the computer programming program into our organization, and we already have computer drafting on board with joining our organization. They support us in the first and foremost, so some of their members might be here today. Is there anyone from computer drafting here today? Anybody? Okay, not yet. I'll probably be here for next meeting, which will be the pizza meeting. We will be getting free pizza next meeting, so if anyone's interested, we will have it. Come next time for free meals, fun stuff. Okay, so for the CNTT program, which all of you are in, I assume. I know all of you on this side are, and you guys are all in CNTT. I would like to have 2 SGA representatives for CNTT, and we do have to have 2 SGA representatives in order to attend those meetings. That's what we had last semester. We have 2 for one reason. So if one cannot come, then the other must go, and then y'all just need to stay in contact with each other and going. I was an SGA representative last meeting. Last semester.
We did have 3 last semester.
Huh?
We did have 3 last semester.
We had 3.
Yeah, John just never went to any of the meetings. He was too busy.
God, John. Anyway.
Well, let me say, I was nominated and elected all without me being there. I had a full-time job and full-time student.
I know. All right, well, don't worry about it. Whatever happened last semester, it's past and gone, done with. We don't care. Okay? We want to worry about what is happening now. Okay? The idea, like I was stating earlier, is we want to have 4 representatives, okay? 1 for computer programming, one for computer drafting, so that they can spread word of events and the organized, you know, activities that the SGA will be promoting, and then 2 for us, just so, since we were the baseline and are the baseline currently. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set this up here. SGA. What we'll probably do is offer another position of 2 next time, because I'm nearly positive everyone's going to be there for the next meeting. So let's go ahead and do the very first 2 SGA reps today, okay? And I'll just tell you a little bit about what they do. They go.
What are the responsibilities?
Yeah, I was about to tell you actually.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're cool.
Sorry.
No, you're cool. The responsibilities of SGA rep are really simple, in fact, super simple. I mean, it's just a matter of time and being able to be there. Let me also mention free meals at every SGA meeting. They have pizza every meeting, literally. I mean, I didn't want to get fat, so I never ate any. But they have pizza every meeting, so that's a benefit that you can get from going to their meeting. And we can have as many as we want, as many reps as we want. You just have to be a, you know, official representative, as far as I know. So anyone who wants to be a representative of us, we can do that. Now, another thing I want to say, anybody can go to the SGA representatives. Just the SGA representative is responsible for voting in their elections and voting for any kind of measures, you know. And, you know, basically you go to the meeting, pledge of allegiance, blah, 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 Texas flag, all sorts of stuff. And they go through, you know, a series of what's going on at LIT here, what might be going on at Lamar, some dissent here, some dissent there. It's a government, you know, figure. Now, one thing that they are doing currently is they are looking for a vice presidential candidate, because something happened to their previous one. I know they elected one last year, but last semester, bleh, I keep saying last year. Anyway, they did elect one, but something happened, an unforeseen event. They're
After
looking
Dante,
for a
right?
new one.
He graduated.
He graduated?
Yeah.
No, not Dante.
GPA, right?
Yeah, but he was the previous one, but they elected a new one.
At the last
Yeah,
meeting.
they elected a new one at the last meeting, but
Like we
for
did our
some
elections.
unforeseen event, they weren't able to do it. So they are looking for a current new one, okay? I actually nominated myself, but don't just say, oh, hey, he nominated, no, I can't. No, you guys have any fair opportunity to go and elect, you know? So if you are totally interested in that position and you think you can do it, it requires like a current 2.5% of GPA. Really? Wow. Okay, that's setting the bar low. Anyway, but you know, and by the it's a 2.75 GPA and a 2.5 at the end of the semester. So you just have to have those 2 in order to qualify. Okay. So I mean, and then just be a member of LIT and have had 1 semester completed. Okay. So if you're first-time semesters, you probably wouldn't be able to do it. But for anybody who does qualify, it's a job. They give a stipend of $500 each month, so you do get paid for this position. They are holding elections next week on Wednesday, on the 12th. You have to apply in the SGA office, which is right next to cashiering. Just talk to Ms. Bamert or the president, or somebody might be on there. They'll be able to give you a flyer so that you can sign up. When I went in for nomination, they had about 7 people already signed up. Not that many, but you know, hey. And then the way the elections go is that they're gonna say, okay, hey, there's gonna be each organization will vote once, and their vote will be 1 count towards that person. Okay. So it kind of leads me into the believing if there's going to be 1 person from each organization, then there's going to be 1 across the board or something. Either way, whatever happens, that's the way they're voting currently. So, you know, go out, support your government there, or whatever. I mean, however you want to do it. Now, SGA representatives. Let's get this on the ball because we're running short of time, sort of. So.
What time are the meetings?
Time. Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. I was going to mention that, but I can get off to a tangent there. Wednesday, every other Wednesday. So it's every other Wednesday at 2 o'clock, and it usually lasts an hour or less. an hour or less, okay? And at the end of the meeting, they have pizza. I mean, and what they do is they usually have a guest speaker that comes in, does some promotional speech, sometimes, don't put that on camera, blurt that out. Anyway, so yeah, they do have, you know, some guest speakers there that, you know, give sometimes a very good speech. I've seen some pretty good ones there. Either way, you know, it's a learning experience. You get to see people from other groups too. I mean, so you're getting involved. And plus, it looks good on paper when you say you're a part of the SGA or you went to some of the meetings, I mean, or something like that. I don't know if going to some of the meetings would qualify, but if you're a representative, hey, I put that on paper too. I mean, by paper, I mean your resume. So, who would like to nominate themselves as SGA representative? Free pizza, I'll remind you. What's your name?
Devin, D-E-V-I-N.
Okay, Devin. And last name?
Bordellion, B-O-R.
V-O-R?
B.
B. Yeah. Borellion?
B-O-R-D-E-L-O-N.
Okay. All right, we got one. And who else? What's your name?
Brett Curtis.
What was that?
Brett Curtis.
Brock.
Brett.
Brett Curtis. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay, Brett Curtis. All right. Anybody else at all? Everybody can attend the meetings. In fact, they're going to have their next meeting in the, what do you call it, the announcement area, the big, pardon?
Auditorium.
Thank you, auditorium. The big auditorium in the NPC building. I'm sure you all know where it is. I mean, the president often is on his bandstand and they're talking to a bunch of officials every now and then. You might see if you're passing my classes. He does that pretty often. Anyway, so these two are our new SGA representatives. Thank you very much for nominating yourselves and you know, jumping up on the ball for that one. You will get free pizza every meeting, of course. And yes, I see lots of hands. There you go. All right. Either way, we'll be counting on you to represent us. I will be at the meetings anyway because I like going to them anyway and just being there. I won't be able to really vote, but you know, maybe I'll get VP position. Maybe, who knows? Hopefully. Anyway, so that'll be what we're doing for that. Next topic, next and first foremost topic, I'm going to try to keep it short. I wanted to talk about a couple other things, but first I want to talk about fundraisers. Fundraisers are you guys' most important ally because fundraisers mean that you can get money for when you pass a certification. We just have to all work towards it, okay? I want to do a fundraising section, not this week, but the very week after. I want to basically do 2 fundraisers per month. They're very simple if you've got just a little time on your hands to do them. What they involve is basically, the first one that we do is selling cake pops. Some of you from last semester know exactly what I'm talking about, and some of you from this semester who are the first time don't know what I'm talking about. Cake pops are your god. I'll say that because they are easy sales. Do you remember how much we sold them for last semester? Was it $1 or $2? $1? $1? That's what I.
You don't remember? You sold the most.
I know, and that's what's weird about. You know what? You're right. It was $1 because after that we started selling for like 50 cents and stuff.
When we start towards the end,
at the very end, because
we had
were,
like
trying to get rid of
200-300 left, and we were trying to get rid of them.
That was because we did too many at the Food Fest, which is going to be another fundraising thing, extravaganza. That was we made about $800 last year in profits, last semester. So, this semester I intend to do that and maybe more. If we do about 2 every month, which is really not that much, we'll go beyond what we made last semester and beat pretty much all the other scores. Because I mean, technically last semester we made more money than we ever made in the past previous 3 years. Just from selling cake pops, and that all came from an idea of Stephen and Susan Joyner, who were the treasurer and secretary of, no, the VP and the treasurer of this year. I mean, last semester.
Last semester.
Thank you, thank you. So,
So do we need to elect an acting vice president?
all right, yeah, you shut your mouth. All right, so what we're going to do is, the process of how we do it is we basically go to someone's house, whoever would like to nominate themselves, with a big kitchen. That's one thing we need. It would have to be but we only need about maybe 3 to 5 people to do it. The more people, the shorter time it takes. And we intend to bake about 150 cake pops. You make a cake, roll it in the balls, put I think icing in the bowl. I really have never been in this making process because I never had time because of work last semester, but the president does know. We have our previous members right next to Lamar. You probably made some, so you know.
I would say like 5 people minimum, because last time
It took a really long time.
I think we were up at that house till like what, 10?
Because from when did y'all start? Like 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 5 people minimum because it takes a lot quicker. Yeah, 5 people minimum then. Whenever we get a chance, and I'm hoping we have more people next Friday. So what I want to do is I want to have the making process on Monday, okay? And I'm going to nominate my kitchen. My kitchen is about 2, 3, 4 miles away from here in Nederland, somewhat close to the prisons. Don't worry, not in danger there. But it's in the neighborhood, like next door to it. Now I'll give y'all directions to it if whoever would like to come and help make them. It will require about 5 cakes. From what I understand, 5 cakes is what makes about 150 pops, would you say?
I think.
Yeah, something like that. Well, I'll talk to Steve and Susan, we'll get more details, and if y'all have questions, the volunteers at least, then just come to me and I'll tell y'all exactly what I find out. I mean, I'm going to get to it whenever I've got time, and that's going to be interesting this semester, I'll say. But
This coming Monday?
not this coming Monday, but the next one after, okay? Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to stage it on the 1st and the 15th of every month, because our biggest customers are the administrators upstairs. Those ladies, they love them cake pops. God, let me tell you a story about them cake pops. I went to
dental hygiene
last year. I held a tray out of cake pops. I walked in the first door and said, "Hey, I got some cake pops here." I felt a rumble coming down the hallway. I stuck my head out. There's a bunch of big ladies coming down here with the bills waving around. They'd be like, "Give me some of them cake pops." I'm like, "Get back." So, yeah, exactly. Yeah, get a chair, exactly. But they really are our best customers. They really appreciate it. They give some to their kids. They hold them for lunch. They enjoy it. I mean, if they enjoy it, why not sell it to them? We also want to sell it to our students. Also, a short mention, I'll say I want to do some LAN parties this year. That's an old, yeah, you know it. That is an old way of making a little bit of monetary value from one of our previous semesters past. Not last semester, we didn't do it last semester, but I want to this time. If we get a LAN party going, that one promotes our group as a whole and gets us well known across the campus. Like, oh, these guys are cool. They did the LAN parties. Oh, all the gamers are going to come out for that. You know, dudes and chicks alike, they're all going to love it. You know, a bunch of us, believe it or not, are gamers over here. And when gamers get together, oh, there you go. So, all right.
I think gamers are cheap anyway.
Yeah, there you go. So we'll probably figure out a way to do that. We'll talk about it in one of our next meetings, how we're going to do that. All right. And our final way of making some monetary value, there's another man named Chris, and I don't think he made it this meeting, but we're going to try and get some cables from Monoprice, if y'all have heard of that website. Some mini USB cables to USB for your hard drives and other stuff like that. Just some simple cables for school use if you ever need one. Then, you know, and that'll be for all people at campus. And I'll just put up a couple of flyers saying, oh, hey, you know, we're selling these right over here. Come to Miss Arnold or something like that in room T4. Get some of those cables and we'll just price them at maybe like $3. We get them for 85 cents on there, you know. Make $2 off of that. Every now and then, you know, get about 22 cables, and when we need more, buy more, you know. It doesn't take much at all, and we'll make a good profit off of it if we work hard on it. That's the other 2 fundraising opportunities we have, okay? Am I missing anything?
Hey, Mike, what if you get some of the little thumb drives like that, maybe random with the LIT?
That's exactly another idea that we had last semester, but we just never got to going on it. We just need to find our grafting specialist, which actually gets me into t-shirts, and I'll tell you that in a second, but we just need to find him. Miss Arnold knows him. Maybe some of the previous semester students know him. Maybe you know him, Will. Or maybe, well, no, don't know him. Okay, we'll figure that out later. If we need a new one, Kokomo Joe's, anybody? I don't know, something like that. What's up?
I actually had two suggestions I wanted to bring up to
Yeah.
you about fundraising. We did this when I was in.
Here, you have suggestions, please.
One was a Halloween party.
That, my friend, actually, I was wanting to introduce that to the SGA as an event, a campus-wide event, because I do not think that there is a Halloween party event where everybody can dress up as a costume, but I wanted to do that. But how would you say that we could do that in a monetary value?
What I'm thinking is that we promote it community-wide. Promote it community-wide. Let everybody know that hey, the CRA. Sorry, I have to look at
Yeah.
the CRA at LIT is hosting a
Costume festival or
costume festival, fall festival. A lot of people get real weary about Halloween party, but
Yeah.
you know, a little fall festival. You can bring
Yeah,
kids,
like costume contests, I guess what you're saying.
Yeah, you know, or whatever. You know, there's a real $2 to get in. You know, you get refreshments, things like that. You know, costume judging contests, little games that you can have. You know, maybe a dance for some of the older kids or something like that.
Yeah, that would be interesting. We would have to get with the SGA on that and everything. And us basically sponsoring that event, we would have to be the ones in charge of getting it all together, put together. And that is an idea I'll bring up to them, and I'll talk to Miss Bamert about that. I mean, that's a great idea, and I just need to figure out what would all be involved. Get with me later on that. I like that idea, Halloween party, or well, Fall Fest. I'll just do Fall Fest. And that's going to be a big one right there, because I mean, Fall Fest, I mean, it sounds big. I mean, Halloween party sounds small, but Fall Fest kind of things, festival. Everyone gathers around. Now dance and dance and dance. I mean, there's your dance.
The other suggestion I had, we did this in the fraternity, and we made hundreds of dollars, which was doing link sales.
Link sales, let me tell you the thing about link sales. They're good, but they're small over here. They're very small, and there's just a lot of requirements to do them. Like, we had that idea as a way of doing it last semester, but there's just so much involved. Getting the links, getting the health inspectors to come out, flying over there, and it just...
That and welding.
And welding pretty much owns the link sales. They just pretty much do those themselves. I mean, hey, leave it to them. They'll take care of it.
Yeah, one of the things they were telling...
You got our computer... You know what? Don't call yourselves nerds or geeks. Call yourselves geniuses, because that's what all you guys are. Is computer geniuses, all right? All the geniuses.
Stop moving around.
Know exactly what to market and when to market and how to market, and that's why we're the best at it. Okay? Don't think any less. What was it?
Boom. Yeah.
There you go. Boom. All right. All right. Did he have any other ideas? Hey, if y'all think of any ideas, let us know.
Jot them
okay?
down.
Yeah, write it down. Let us know at the next meeting. That's big, okay? It helps a lot. We're running short out of time. I'm probably going to keep it about 5 more minutes. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to discuss. I'm probably going to get our secretary to just jot down all the invisible notes that she took today later on. Either way, I mean, and we're going to try and... Oh, you're taking notes? Thank you. Thank you very much. That's helpful. And I'll tell her that you were doing her job. That works. All right. Is there any other questions, guys? I mean, in fact, I was going to say as well, I'll write my number up here for you guys, and I'll write my full name out. This way you can contact me. Yeah, as always. Yeah, I know it's long. Don't even try to spell it out. That is correct, actually. Thank you. You're one of the very first people to get that right. Few, I should say. Okay, that's my phone number. If y'all have any needs or necessary, if you have questions, text me. I have, how many are texts? You know, I mean, I got about 1,500. I'm still paying for text. Why? You want to fight about it? But yeah, I mean, it's way more than I need anyway, because I don't text much. But text me. You got my number.
Facebook him.
Facebook me too. I'm on Facebook. I was going to say that. Yeah, I was going to say I am on Facebook. IM me there. I don't
Hey.
get to it as fast sometimes, but when I'm home, I'm always on.
Put the wiki space up there so they can get on it.
Wikispace. I do not know that address. You're gonna have to put that up there. I don't even.
I'll
go
tell
on
it
there
to you because
anyway.
I can't move anyway.
Yeah, exactly. But we
LIT
do have a Facebook page. That's some-
LITCRA.wikispaces.com.
LIT.
CRA.
Wikispace.
No, CRA. .wikispaces.com. And as soon as I can remember my password,
Okay.
a lot of the officer information is on there as well.
All right.
I can't remember my password. I'm trying to locate it at the moment.
All right. Well, that's currently the most updated source. We still have the CRA webpage that I think some people can still access. I'm gonna try my hardest and pardon my fault, like a damnedest to actually go up there upstairs, talk to the guy that does know our, admin spaces or knows the people to talk to get that. And I will rip it from his cold typing fingers.
For Facebook,
Yes, for Facebook, because that's going to be our main medium of contacting people and advertising ourselves today in this age. Just look us up on Facebook, like us. That way, at least you have it, and when whoever is still able to update it, we'll update it when we need to, and we'll post things on there when we have an opportunity. Okay, I'm going to try and get that on the ball for this. All right. All right. We started at 12:05. All right, and we ended today at
12:32.
12:33. I'm going to say 12:33. We're going to go ahead and round it out. Does anyone have any questions before we end this meeting or adjourn it? None at all? No? Any topics at all? All right.
wait. I make a motion. We adjourn. Got to do it right.
Yeah, you and your governmental people.
I second that motion.
Thank you very much. Okay.
All in favor?
All right. Okay. Motion adjourned. Yeah, there we go. Save this thing now. Okay. Done.
33.
All right. That'll work. Yeah, just text.